Finally, we are going to describe the closing diphthongs in which the tongue moves towards the U vowel sound. Here in the chart, we can see how from the schwa we move towards the U, so we can pronounce it as O. And from the A sound, A, that is neither this sound here nor this sound here, but a sound in the middle, a sound with a different quality, we move towards the U. So we say ow. When speaking about the movement of the tongue, we can see that they are closing diphthongs because the two sounds, the schwa and the a, move towards the U. So they move to a closing position. O and ow. Again, we say this is a closing position because the tongue will be close to the palate that will be placed in this part of the chart. If we speak about the prominence, we say that they are falling diphthongs because the first element is pronounced with much more effort than the second element. We say the first element is longer and stronger than the second element, and the second element is weaker. And finally, according to the distance the tongue travels, we have two different possibilities. It can be either wide or narrow. In the chart, we can clearly see that this here, O, is a narrow diphthong. And in the case of ow, the arrow is longer, so the distance the tongue travels is longer, so it is a wide diphthong. Finally, we are going to see the phonological characteristics of these diphthongs. In the case of O, it can occur in all positions. In initial position, like in the case of old, in medial position, like in the case of gold, and in final position, like in the case of flow. Again, remember we say it is initial position because it occurs at the beginning of a syllable with no consonant sound before the diphthong. Medial position because it is in the middle of consonant sounds, and final position because it is at the end of a word and no consonant sound follows. In the case of ow, it occurs in initial position, like in the case of owl, medial position, like in the case of foul, and final position, like in the case of plow. I invite you to read the material you have in Producción Pedagógica, and you can also consult Sounds Foundation by Adrian Underhill that is provided in the bibliography section. It was a pleasure. Bye!